Hello, and welcome to Orange County United Way's 2020 Scorecard event. My name is Steve Churm, the chair of the board of directors, and it's my pleasure to open this special virtual edition of this event. Our preference always is to speak to you in person when we share Orange County United Way's remarkable efforts and progress on key community issues. Equally important, saying thank you for your support, loyalty, and involvement with a handshake and a smile is how we do business at the United Way. But as we've all been experiencing together, things have changed for the time being. It is why we've gone to great lengths to deliver our annual report or scorecard in 3 virtual events, beginning with today's presentation. It is our ongoing promise to our stakeholders, supporters, funders, to report on our progress and, yes, challenges in achieving our 10-year goals by 2024. Now more than ever, the value and importance of the work done by this historic organization is on display as we join hands with the public and private sectors to address the enormous needs confronting our community right now. With your critical help, we are changing lives, particularly for those most vulnerable in our neighborhoods. It is why I'm proud to serve as the chair of this board and work alongside our CEO and the talented staff here at Orange County United Way. Many of you watching are familiar with our FACE 2024 strategic plan that was developed over 18 months and launched in 2014. It focuses on the critical areas of education, income, housing, and health. This scorecard event, although in a different format today, is our annual report to the community on our progress toward these collective 10-year goals. And we are anxious to share this information with you. So, to introduce the programs we are going to cover today, it is my honor to introduce Sue Parks, the CEO of Orange County United Way. Sue?
Thanks, Steve. I so appreciate the support of you and the entire board. You've been amazing partners. So today we're going to focus on one aspect of our work, and that is about helping our students, K-12 students in Orange County, and how we help them prepare to be college and career ready and also life ready. And as you know, Orange County United Way is focused on those from socio-disadvantaged backgrounds, and they really need our help, probably now more than ever. But before I go on and we share more about that work, let me recognize the amazing sponsors who made even this virtual event possible. And I so appreciate you sticking with us as we changed the format as we needed to in these very challenging times. So a big shout out to 5 Point, our title sponsor, Edward Life Sciences, our host sponsor, our 2 Ruby sponsors, Gibson Dunn and the Orange County Soccer Club, and UCI, Sue and Bill Gross School of Nursing, who is our Sapphire sponsor. Thank you all for making this possible. Now, I'm going to also do a big shout out. I like to do shout outs. So I'm going to do a big shout out for all of our staff, our community volunteers, our donors, the nonprofit partners we work with, our governmental partners. So many of you have made the work that we're going to talk about today possible. So thank you all, and thank you all for listening and be part of this greater journey we are on together to improve more lives in Orange County. So now to talk about our work for K-12 and helping our students that really need our help, I have the privilege of turning it over to Sergio Contreras. Sergio is our senior director whose passion is well known for helping K-12 students all across the county. Sergio, please share an update on our progress over the last year since we last got together with our scorecard event.
Thanks, Sue. I'm excited to share our progress in education from this past year. When we launched our FACE 2024 plan, our education goal was to cut the Orange County high school dropout rate in half by 2024. At the time, the dropout rate was at 9.5% and the challenge was great. As many of you remember, last year, as a community, we reached that education goal and we held you to a higher standard. to help us increase the high school graduation rate to 95% in the next 5 years among socioeconomically disadvantaged students. In 2017-18 school year, the pass graduation rate for socioeconomically disadvantaged students in Orange County was at 84.8%. This past 2018-19 school year, we are pleased to report that there's a slight improvement in the graduation rate at 85.5%. We as a community are making steady progress, but there's a long way to go. Most underserved school districts in Orange County continue to struggle in supporting their students who need it the most. We understand that we need to holistically prepare to succeed in their educational journeys, from early learning programs to workforce development and beyond. That's why we continue growing our Read Aloud campaign that focuses on educating parents and caregivers on the importance of reading to their child from birth. Over the last year, we recruited 50 new partners and built a strong network of 400 partners, all working together to increase literacy in Orange County. Through our Healthy Schools initiative, we continue building healthy school environments. Working with our partners at the Orange County Department of Ed and Kid Healthy, we're establishing a culture of health in our local schools to nurture our students so they are safe, engaged, challenged, and healthy, ready to learn. I am proud to report that our newest healthy school, Paul Revere in Anaheim, has earned the Silver Award from the Alliance for Healthier Generation. Our education initiatives help students acquire skills, direction, and access to post-secondary education and career credentials. Our destination graduation program at 22 middle schools and high schools throughout Orange County focuses on engaging and empowering and inspiring at-risk youth to finish high school on time and be better prepared for college and career. We are increasing access to college and career readiness opportunities for many students who will be the first in their families to attend college. This past year, thanks to our corporate partners, we have worked to serve over 5,300 middle school and high school students to create a college-going culture of success. We are also proud to expand our career readiness efforts through our Youth Career Connections program. This is our work-based learning initiative that works with our local businesses to infuse classroom learning with real-world career exploration opportunities through classroom speakers, field trips, and summer internships. This past year, we are proud to connect over 1,700 students directly to employers to prepare them for lifelong success by becoming the first in their family to graduate from high school and be college and career ready. All student interns receive training on workforce employability skills. It's always exciting to see them explore and imagine themselves in a career of their dreams. Let's hear the story of Mario, one of our Youth Career Connection interns from last summer.
My name is Mario Loreto. I'm a senior at Santiago High School in Garden Grove. I started participating in the Youth Career Connections in my junior year.
The Youth Career Connections is an educational program that works with high schools and educators to connect high school students to work-based learning activities.
When I went to the meeting, they brought a person that attended it last year, and then she was telling us information about the multiple career pathways and how it would help us.
The goal of the Youth Career Connections program is to strengthen the future workforce. Our other goal is to increase the high school graduation rate to 95% among students that are socially disadvantaged in the Orange County local area. Mario was a good fit for the Youth Career Connections program because he is the first generation high school student in his family.
My family consists of 6 people: my parents, me, the oldest, and my 3 younger sisters. We were kicked out of our home. We were 3 months living with our grandparents. It wasn't that easy because more than 6 people already lived there: my grandparents and my uncles and aunts and my cousins. So we lived in the living room. It was pretty challenging to focus on schoolwork. All the stress had accumulated onto me, and I wasn't doing some homework, or I was just doing bad on test scores, not paying attention. I went down to 2.8. That was the lowest I've ever been. After we moved, and that's when I started working to help my parents with the bills, and on top of that, I was getting my grades up. The YCC gave us advice and information about the workplace to set up plan, stay organized, and they helped us with our resumes. They brought in people to give us mock interviews, and in the final meeting, that's when we had our interviews with the interns.
Mario was placed at the City of Westminster as an assistant to the supervisors in the City Council.
When I started at the City of Westminster, I learned that communication is key, teamwork, and you need to be mentally prepared to be there for quite an amount of time in order to get the work done.
He stayed committed throughout the 6 weeks in the internship program, and at the very end he was able to make it to the culmination event where he received his recognition and stipend from United Way.
I would recommend this program to anybody out there because it is really helpful. Regardless of what you want to be, just take it, you'll learn something new from it. After high school, I hope to go to a good university to follow my dreams of becoming somewhere in the business area. That will help me be a good role model for my sisters to show them that if I can do it, they can do it. And that way we'll be successful and repay our parents for all the struggles that they had to go through and all the work they had to do in order to take us for where we are right now.
Thanks for sharing your story, Mario. We would also like to thank all our local schools, companies, funders, and organizations that join us on the front lines to ensure every student has the opportunity to succeed regardless of their circumstances. Thank you for your commitment to Orange County youth. Now back to you, Steve.
Thank you, Sergio. You and your team continue to make a huge impact. What I love, even after achieving the 5-year goal of cutting the dropout rate in half, nearly 5 years early, we stepped up and are doing even more to help every student graduate college and/or career ready, and also life ready. Well done. What needs to be said, of course, we are in extraordinary times due to the COVID-19 crisis. Children are at home, and for those families who are already struggling, they need our help even more. Sue?
Thanks, Steve. These are indeed historic times, and more families than ever are struggling to make ends meet. You can imagine how hard it would be to focus on homeschooling if you weren't sure if you could put food on the table, pay your rent, pay your utilities, be able to get to work in any time soon. These are real life situations that families are going through right now in Orange County while still trying to do the best for their children. And we can all help. That's why Orange County United Way began our pandemic relief efforts. So focus on helping more families survive through this challenging period and give them the tools and support that they need so they can make those rent payments and pay the other things that are so critical in their lives. To learn more about our efforts, you can go to unitedwayoc.org and learn more about this particular fund. But also what we can do is encourage you to think about what you might be able to do, and that is perhaps donate if you have the ability. We have a new program called the OC Family to Family. Your $500 will be converted into a debit card with $500 on it that will go to a family in need. How cool is that? You can put together your family, friends, coworkers, whatever. Put whatever monies that you can to help another family. You'll feel good and you'll make the day, you'll make the life of some other family. Let me add that I'm so proud of Orange County and all that you've done to help so far. But the need is so great. Please consider making a donation. You can learn more on our site. In the meantime, thank you for everything that you've done to support our efforts. We look forward to joining you next time when we talk about how we are helping families with economic opportunity.